today I'll be showing you how I did these Easter inspired nails. For the gradient nail, I started with a completely dry pale pink base, and then I painted liquid latex around the edge of the nail to make for easier cleanup later. Next, onto a latex-free makeup sponge, I painted my base color and a darker pink color onto the sponge, and then I dabbed that back and forth over the nail and repeated a few times until I had it nice and opaque. Next, I followed it with a layer of quick dry top coat. And as you can see, I did it a little too quickly and made a smear, so I wanted to show you guys how I cleaned that up. I just really quickly, while it was still wet, dipped a brush in acetone and then just quick wiped it up, and that was it. It was fine then. Next, I used the tweezers to peel up the liquid palisade, and then I let that dry for a little bit. And then I used that darker pink color and a medium-sized dotting tool and came through and made dots on the nail, starting in the center and working my way towards the outside. When I was finished with that and had let it dry for just a minute, I followed it with a layer of quick dry top coat. For the baby chick nail, I started with a completely dry white base and used 2 maxi Chevron nail vinyls and placed them on either end of the nail, and then I used my yellow polish to paint in the middle of the nail. Next, while the polish was still wet, I used tweezers to peel up the nail vinyls. Next, I used black acrylic craft paint and dotting tools to make the eyes, and then orange acrylic craft paint and a thin detail brush to make the nose. I came back through with that thin detail brush and the black acrylic craft paint, and I outlined the edges where I had done the chevron to look like the edge of the shell. After giving that a minute or two to dry, I followed it with a layer of quick dry top coat. For the bunny nail, I started with a completely dry white base and then painted liquid palisade around the edge of the nail to make for easier cleanup. Next, I took a latex-free makeup sponge and I used the same 2 colors that I used on the gradient polka dots, and I dabbed them all over the sponge. And then I dabbed that back and forth over the nail, and then I repeated that one more time until I had it as opaque as I wanted. Next, while the polish was still wet, I used tweezers to peel up the liquid palisade. And then I followed that with a layer of quick dry top coat. Next, I used white acrylic craft paint and I made a half circle shape on the bottom of the nail, and then made 2 triangle shapes coming off of that to make the head of the bunny. And then I filled it all in. Next, I used black acrylic craft paint and a small dotting tool to make the eyes. Then I came through with pink acrylic craft paint and a thin detail brush to make the nose and also to do the shading on the inside of the ears. Next, I came through with a thin detail brush and the black acrylic craft paint to make the mouth and the whiskers. I followed that with a layer of quick dry top coat, and that's it. I hope you guys like these Easter themed nails, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you!